to 500 Open Tabs. I'm Hannah Hillam.
And I'm Kaveh Taherian. Hannah, welcome back to the show. You were gone.
Moving.
I wasn't going to say missed.
Look, I would have been weird if you had.
You weren't here? Yeah, that's all I could say.
I wasn't here. There was a moment when you noticed, wait a second, where's Hannah? Was there ever a Hannah? No, there wasn't. I'm here. I'm back. I was moving. Now I'm moved. The insanity has died down, and I'm trying to settle in. And
how was your move? How is it in your new place? How is the home? How is your cellar that you told me about earlier?
So everybody, Kaveh called me a non-coastal person because I used the word cellar today.
Who says cellar?
Sound off in the comments, everybody.
Who owns a home? Number one.
People
Some
who
of
live
us
in
are
the middle of the
apartment
country.
People. Yeah, exactly. You're on the coast.
My
you don't own a
coast.
house. You're renting. You hate your landlord. You don't have a basement or a cellar. Ugh.
I have a cellar. I have a cellar in my house. I said it. He was like, ugh.
It sounds like supper. You're just like, I'm going to have supper in my cellar now.
The second I start saying supper, I give you permission to execute me. Please.
You've been saying that for a long time, and yet you still won't let me do it.
You're not here.
That's true.
Why do you come here and kill me yourself?
I don't want to leave the coastal elites. That's why.
I'm not
going to
fly. I didn't either. Okay.
Don't drag me down with you into the cellar.
So I've got a cellar. It's got spiders in it, and we drove, and then I don't know. There were some funny stories, and it's not actually. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it's not that funny. So we're just gonna move on. But yeah, I moved.
Great.
I'm here. Anyway.
Okay.
Tell me what you have. What do you have for me?
Okay, so as you know, right now, at the time of this recording, it's the World Cup. And me, as a total poser who only watches sports when it's the playoffs or when the stakes are actually high, I have been, as my sister and my wife keep calling me, aggressively heterosexual lately.
Yeah. Yeah, you have. It's one of those times where it's like, everything you text about, I'm like, this is a straight man. Like, and I always known you're straight, but you don't give fully straight.
I don't give straight, as the kids like to say. Now you're like,
I can't focus on work. I need to watch the ball game. And I'm like, what the? Okay, Kaveh, cool. I mean, same.
It's giving hetero,
but
yes.
You have been giving hetero.
Yes. And I'm watching whatever game. I don't even care. I'm just happy to be here. And of course, we rolled straight from the Knicks straight into the World Cup, and then I haven't been watching the Dodgers. I'm like, I don't have time for this. This is too much happening.
Right now, the U.S. is kind of on top of the world culturally for like about the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, like longer than that, like next month, basically.
I'm gonna revel in it for a minute.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. I love it. It's and of course there's 3 or 4 games a day because this is the beginning of it. It's like insane. And nothing's
Every
getting done.
Every restaurant you go to has a TV on, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, watch parties. Plus, LA is like where a lot of the games are happening, so it's like even crazier here. It's just awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and I'm. Speaking of your neighbors, like I'm just talking to my neighbors. They're just like, oh, did you watch this game? Or like, what do you think about this? Or like, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's just chatting. It's a lot of fun. So in the spirit of that tournament, I figured I would do a World Cup themed tab today, which is how I arrived at the Battle of Santiago.
Ooh, okay. Is this going to be one of those one of those Kaveh sports installments, kind of like the
Kaveh Taherian coming to you live with another sports installment of 500 Open Tabs.
Taking a break from drawing pictures and making podcasts to talk about this sports. But like the one where I can't remember. It was a lie. We did it in your apartment. We recorded in your apartment. It was that
the beer one,
10-cent beer night.
Yes.
You've got these little touchstones of sports throughout our. I love it. Anyway.
I do. Basketball, soccer, baseball. I've covered baseball quite a bit, but anyway.
Yeah.
The 1962 World Cup was, by all accounts, the bloodiest in World Cup history, reaching its peak during the showdown between bitter rivals Chile and Italy. After months of tension had been stoked by the Italian and Chilean presses, all hell broke loose the moment they took the field, in what is now infamously referred to as the Battle of Santiago. Within the first few minutes, Giorgio Farini was thrown out of the game but refused to leave, forcing armed policemen to frog march him off the field. Fist fights, throat kicks, and all-around spitting. The match was so brutal that it directly led to the baffled English referee Ken Ashton lobbying for the introduction of the red and yellow cards to the game.
Wait, there was a reason those cards exist? They didn't exist before? Incredible. Look, everything you said, I'm in love with that person, by the way.
Yep.
It's like getting frog marched out because he wouldn't leave. Amazing. Legend. Bunch of buzzwords I love. Thank you for bringing this.
I tried to do that for you. But first, context. The first ever World Cup was held in Uruguay in 1930, and suffice it to say, it was a big hit.
Yeah.
34, it was in Italy, and then 38, it was in France. And then, for some reason, there was a 12-year hiatus. I'm not quite sure why. I think there was like a war. I didn't really get a chance to look into it too much. It was very confusing.
Nothing happened in the 40s, okay, everybody? There was no like embargoes or travel problems or dictators. It's fine.
Nothing.
I just got bored of soccer for 12 years.
Peace. There was peace for 12 years, and people were like, you know what? Soccer doesn't matter that much.
Making out. Just
Hitler
and Mussolini just French kissing.
Yep. That's your fanfic. But anyway, so 12 years. That's a long time that it's gone, right?
Yeah.
And finally, it returns in 1950, but this time it's in Brazil because, of course, Europe is like destroyed. There's nothing there. There's a state, like, everything's been bombed to shit. There's nothing there. And so that's cool. It's like in Brazil once, but then it comes back in full swing. So then in 1954, it's in Switzerland, and then in 58, it's in Sweden. And are you noticing a pattern? There's a reason why I'm listing all the years over and over and over again that's happening. I'm not just listing trains here. I'm just saying that like every single one of them essentially were in Europe, with the exception of Brazil, and then the 12-year hiatus.
That's annoying.
Naturally, North and South Americas are both like, dude, like for real? Or like, what are you guys doing? What the hell?
Yeah.
And they threatened to boycott if the colonizers were going to keep forcing everyone to come to their house.
Mm-hmm. And have to keep their shoes on. Come to their house and keep your shoes on. That's what they're like. Oh, this is England. You keep your shoes on in this house.
We want no peanut butter. We don't want air conditioning. Nothing.
And we want to complain about being hot all the time.
All the time. Yeah. And so they're all threatening to boycott. There's a big kerfuffle. Everyone's mad. This is my favorite. For LOL reasons, everyone assumed that Argentina would be the choice for them to hold the first
right after World War II? I'm sorry. No. No, they haven't earned that yet in the 50s. Wow.
Yeah, love that.
Pretty much Germany.
Yep. Shout out. Shout out Messi. He's doing a great job. You see that hat trick? Oh my God.
No.
That first opening game. Oh my God. 3 goals. Oh. All 3 goals. All 3 goals were his. All three.
I didn't watch that first game. Sorry.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
I've been moving.
Anyway. That's true. You
me.
have been. You've been a little bit busy.
It's killing me. Yeah.
But somehow the Chilean Federation managed to pull some weird dark horse, I don't know, manipulating kind of backroom deal kind of shit.
Was it them saying we're not harboring Nazis? So pick us?
I think that was a slight against them, I guess, when it comes to
Europe's like,
FIFA.
But I want more Nazis.
FIFA in
FIFA's like, we love Nazis.
Who have you banned from your country from entering? Because we'll just roll over and let that happen.
Jeez.
Sorry. No, I don't know exactly what
ridiculous.
They did. So Chilean. So it was decided that the 1962 World Cup tournament would be held in the land of Pedro Pascal, even though he wouldn't be born for another 13 years, of course.
Is he Chilean?
Yep.
I did not know that. Cool.
Born in Chile. Now you do. If you've learned one thing from this podcast episode, it's that Pedro Pascal, our boy, was born in Chile. That's all that matters.
Oh, that's all I care about.
That's all most people on the internet seem to care about.
Everyone's like, Pedro, daddy. And it's like...
Yeah. I'm just trying to incorporate Pedro Pascal into this however I can.
How about
so that
this?
Maybe people will watch this podcast.
I'll make a reel of just this part of us talking about Pedro Pascal and put a bunch of parts around it. If you want to hear more about Pedro Pascal...
And World Cup. I'm trying to. And the World I'm hitting Cup. All those like all the most popular trending terms. World Cup and Pedro Pascal.
World Cup.
Did you know Pedro Pascal is from a country that hosted the World Cup once?
Yep, and I am too. Because they're hosting it now. So I'm Pedro Pascal, and so are you.
That's true. You are Pedro Pascal. Anyway, so Chile, they're stoked, not just because of the impending birth of Pedro Pascal in 13 years, but also because they're going to be hosting the World Cup.
The promised boy is going to be born here so soon. All we have to do is wait. Wait for that glorious day. What's his birthday?
Like, what do we do in the meantime? Yeah.
Should that be the new Christmas? What's Pedro Pascal's birthday?
Oh, I don't know. May or something? I'm not sure.
How do you know
it's
that?
Very important. I think because I looked up to confirm.
April 2nd.
April. Close enough. Yes. So while they're waiting around for him to be born, they're like, let's host a World Cup in the interim just because we need something to do.
We can't contain our excitement.
No, and they're stoked, right? They're prepping extra pisco sours and completos and whatnot for all the incoming tourists. Have you been? I've been to Chile. Excellent food. That's always the case. It's my favorite. It's the best reason for tourism is food. Anthony Bourdain had it down.
being from America, everywhere you
Yeah.
go, the food is really good. You're like, oh,
They
this
know
is really good.
The Chileans know how to do their hot dogs. They don't
Yeah.
screw around. The
Oh,
completo
that's
is like,
true.
holy shit. Obviously, in America, if there was a World Cup for hot dogs, we'd go to Chicago. That's who's repping them,
Duh.
like, without question. You know how good the hot dogs are in Chicago? That even the convention center hot dogs, when we're there for C2E2, are incredible. They're fantastic.
Wow.
And
I
those
haven't
are
had a hot
probably not
dog
even that
since-
good of hot dogs comparatively to like everything else. But I'm like, they're still good even in the convention center.
I know. You got like one every day.
Yeah. That's why
No
my life has
ketchup.
been shortened. What do they say? If you eat a hot dog, your life's shortened by like 4 hours
Yeah,
or
like
something.
4 hours, something crazy. Like the night.
What else am I gonna do?
Nitrates alone in it.
Yeah.
You're like, well, finally, if I can't do it myself, I might as well have
Who
this
cares?
hot dog help me.
Yeah, exactly. Pedro Pascal's already been born. I have nothing to wait for anymore.
There's
It's
nothing
fine.
to live for anymore. What? The second coming of our
Pedro
Lord and
Pascal's
Savior Pedro
child? I don't know.
Pascal. I don't know. Look, as long as he's on this earth, I'm okay to die.
Yes. Anyway, the Chileans, they're excited. And then in May of 1960, the Valdivia earthquake strikes. Have you heard about the Valdivia
I
earthquake?
haven't. No.
Get ready for this, Hannah.
Oh.
This one, I couldn't believe this. This is a 9.4 on the Richter scale,
Whoa.
which, by the way,
Whoa.
to this day is the largest earthquake ever recorded.
On Earth?
Like, as far as since they started recording them.
That is so scary.
Isn't it?
Ooh, because like being from California, it's like you feel the earth shake all the time. But like,
Yeah.
imagine it so strong. Oh my god!
I can't. I don't
Most
even
of the
want
time,
to.
you feel like 4.5s or 5s, But like,
Yeah. And I'm not sure how much people know about the Richter scale, but it's like, it's not like a 9.4 is just double of whatever half of 9.4 would exactly be. It's like
It's
10 million
terrible.
times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each point goes up like another whatever 10 or 100. I can't remember exactly what the number is, but even a 4 to a 5 is like a huge amount. So like
Huge,
a 5 to
yeah.
a 6 to a 7 to an 8 to a 9 is just unfathomable to me.
it's insane. Because what was it? The Loma Prieta one was 7.1.
Yeah, it was a 7.4
and that
or
collapsed
something.
bridges. That like
Yeah.
the 1906 was a 7.79 or something like that. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
9.4 though. It's the biggest. I double checked like they're always like, yep, that's the biggest one. It's just
Terrifying.
unbelievable. And probably it comes as no surprise. Like, to add insult to injury, there's a tsunami, there's landslides, there's even a volcanic eruption as a result
What?
of the seismic activity. Yeah, there's
caused
like an
a volcano?
earthquake. Or, sorry, it caused a volcano to erupt.
I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't either.
A volcano-induced earthquake. Whatever.
But thankfully, I don't know if the tsunami put it out or what, but
Put it out like
it's
a candle?
Crazy. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, how'd you die? Did you die in the earthquake? No, I died in the tsunami. No, I died in what is it? Not a tornado, a volcano. Insane.
Volcano,
If
yeah.
you survive one, you're gonna.
It's like you can't even I can't
Gives
even
me,
wrap my
like,
head around
ugh.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
chills. So it should come as no surprise. It's like absolute devastation. Thousands are killed. The economy is ravaged, and most relevant to this tab, a bunch of the proposed World Cup stadiums are like totally flattened.
Oh,
They're
no.
gone. It was
Oh,
bad, dude. It's
no.
bad.
That's rough.
Just 2 years before the World Cup, and you'd think that people would have been like, "There's no way we can host it now. Everything's gone to shit, right?" But
Think about who you're dealing with.
exactly. Rebuilding the country in time to be on the world stage was exactly the collective project that the nation needed to rally behind.
Yep.
Because, as Uncle Ben said on his rice packaging, with great trauma comes great bonding.
Sorry. What did you just say? Sorry. Uncle Ben from the rice packaging said, with great trauma, what?
Comes great bonding.
Oh, I loved eating that rice packet and just remembering that.
Trauma bond.
Dude, I love trauma
I just want
bonding.
to talk about rice, right? Leave me alone. I love rice. Anyway.
Rice is delicious.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm just looking for any reason to incorporate rice into it. So
I got
the
defensive, my
Chileans, they all rolled up their sleeves. They got to work. And I couldn't exactly find out how much, like, the rebuilding process is like a very long, complicated thing. But the long and the short of it is they had a couple good stadiums left. And I guess sort of did some musical chair scheduling shit to like keep it going. So by the time 1962 rolls around, they're open for business. They're ready to host.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
wild. And you would know
Yeah.
how crazy that is. LA's taking like what, 15 years to get ready for the Olympics?
Ugh, no, I would not use LA as any kind of
Yeah.
metric for anything. Although I
LA's
will
a
say,
mess.
LA, much to their credit, I have to give them a lot of credit. You can take a bus from a shuttle from a lot of the train stations, and they'll go
Really?
straight from the train station. Like there's one right here. The closest one to us is North Hollywood. You can take a shuttle directly from the North Hollywood train station to SoFi for $1.75 each way.
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Let's
Okay.
go. Boop.
It
It
might
drops you
not,
off right in front of the
it might not
stadium and
be
then
as
right
bad
back.
as we think when it's the Olympics.
No, and that's the thing too. You're like, this is what public transit's supposed to be,
Yes.
number one. And number two, it's
Right.
like they should just do that all the time anyway. Like you don't need
Yeah.
to rebuild necessarily all trains, although building trains is also awesome. But I'm like, you can also just have a bunch of extra buses that do this. I'm sure they'll
Buses
be
are
doing
just
that
as
for
good
the
as
Olympics.
They're fine. Oh, they have to. They have to.
I'm sure that's going to be a thing for it
Yeah.
anyway. But no, it's awesome. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Apparently, it's actually a very effective system as far as this
Nice.
recording. Who knows? But
We'll see what happens to the buses between the next 2 weeks before this comes out.
yeah. Much like we've been seeing on the internet over the past few weeks, all these visitors from foreign lands start to arrive in country and they're like noticing all the cultural differences and they're all like, oh my God, like you have beer and cigarettes here too. Oh my God, we're so similar. We're not that different. And really, that's all it comes down to, right?
Yeah. We
It's
all like
beer
beer
and
and
cigarettes.
cigarettes, and that's it. The world over.
There's been a lot of controversy about what flags are allowed to be waved or not waved during the Iran games. And I keep being like, I stand with Batman cigarettes. I think that's what we need to be waving. Like cigarettes are the things that we should be promoting during World Cup games
We
or
all
your favorite
agree
beer
on
brand
that.
from your country.
Right.
I think that matters more than that's
Flags?
neutral. Yes.
Flags
We need
change
to
all
find
the
something to
time,
rally
guys.
around, not to
Chill.
fight over. In
Yeah.
country, we should find things that we agree on.
How about you just rally around Cordadion?
Yeah, I'd put up a flag of. I mean, I don't like idolatry of a specific guy personally,
I know.
but he
he's
would
the
be a great
best.
person. I agree, he would be a good person. But Batman are like I think I've told you about them. They're like the miniature. They're like tiny
Yeah.
cigarettes that all the cab
We
drivers
talked
smoke.
about it when we mentioned Batman, the Batman episode.
Oh, Batman! That's right.
Yeah, you were like, "Hey, those are like this kind of sounds like the cigarettes in Iran."
Let cigarette flags into the World Cup games. All right.
Please.
I think FIFA. Come on, what are you guys doing? Anyway,
FIFA's one big hive mind of evil. Like they're not going to
what is
listen.
it?
They're gonna-
have you seen those memes that are like, I don't stand with Ukraine, I stand with big
Yes.
tobacco. I don't stand with Russia, I don't stand with Israel, I don't stand with Palestine, I stand with big tobacco.
Love it.
Anyway, so everyone's like having a good time, right? Classic World Cup stuff, except for the Italians.
Oh,
So Chile and Italy were part of Group 2, which
okay.
if you don't know how World Cup works, you're basically grouped with like 3 other teams and everyone plays each other once. And depending on like a win, loss, or a tie, you get a certain amount of points. And if
Right.
you get enough points, your team progresses to the knockout stage. And then from there, it's like sudden death. If you lose the match, you're out. If you win
You're
the
out,
match,
yeah.
you progress. But that's always why there's like 10 million games in the first few weeks of World Cup.
Right. Like
It's
4 a
they
day.
have to. Yeah, because it's like, well, you can't just have like one game beforehand. You can't just, you got to have them, give them enough times to kind of like get into the rhythm or whatever. Anyway, also we have some vacuum cleaner going on outside now because everyone's trying to destroy me. Hopefully it is not
Yep.
too distracting and Alyssa can take it out. And if not, this is just, you got to roll with the punches. So
Look, join the Patreon. Maybe we can someday be in a real studio.
yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, so in Group 2 was West Germany, because remember it's still before
Oh,
the
that's
collapse
right.
of everything. So it's West
Yep.
Germany, Chile, Italy, and Switzerland. These are the 4 that were in that group. And
Okay.
it kind of seems like everyone came specifically to this World Cup kind of ready to brawl.
You're like, honestly, look, we're just how many years out from the war? Everyone's probably still really tense with each other.
Yeah, I'm not.
Especially Italy.
I couldn't get like an exact reason, but I have a couple of sort of theories about this of stuff
Okay.
that I pulled. So I think part of it, there is this change in the rules. So before, goal average was used to decide who would advance if 2 teams finished with the same amount of points in the group stage.
Okay.
Okay. And Italy and West Germany also introduced the Catenaccio system, which without
Okay.
getting into all the nitty gritty, the strategy essentially was about denying goals to the opposing team rather than super focusing on offensive strategy. So like somebody in the
Okay.
midfield would slide back and they'd be part of the defensive, the line there
Okay.
as a way to, you know what I mean? So it was like
Yeah.
denying people rather than being like, okay, let's have everybody go forward as much as possible.
Way more defensive than
way more defensive, which you and I are very good at as it is.
Always ready. Always ready.
Yes. And listen, I know it's not technically exactly correct. It's not exactly defensive, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. People are going to like get all annoyed about it if anyone even listens to this in the first place. But this is just about telling a fun story. It's not,
okay?
I'm not here to explain tens of listeners. Yeah. I'm not here to explain, soccer theory or anything. But the important thing is, the long and the short of it is that the World Cup games, the per goal game rate dropped from 5.38 in 1954 to 2.78. Like essentially it gets cut in half by the time this World Cup rolls around.
Scoring?
Well, not if you're Canada and Qatar. Shit.
Oh my God. Can you believe it? I was like, that is
not if you're Germany.
Scoring. Yeah. England had a 4-pointer. That was crazy too.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
But no, so this essentially made it so that like people are going to have to fight for like every single goal.
Oh man.
Metaphorically and physically at this point.
Physically.
Now,
geez.
That's kind of like your technical soccer-y side of it, right? So there's the rules, and then there's this new defensive play that gets introduced. Right. The other part, I think, of the aggression, of course, as always, is the sports press, right?
Oh, yeah. They fuel it. It's like especially back then where the press was way more like, we hate these people, right, everybody?
Yeah, literally, yeah. There's no woke in the press.
No.
Yeah, so literally, from what I can tell, the Europeans, in particular the Italians, were pissy that they like couldn't take, I don't know, a Ryanair flight to the game and had to drink like Chilean Nescafe instead of their weak ass shit they call espresso.
If this comes down to Italians being food superior, I'm gonna freak out because nothing. Like, you know what? I'm going to cook my pasta how I want. All right? Italian Twitter, chill out.
No, so the Italians are basically like, kind of, at least initially, they're like, dude, these people just had the biggest earthquake like the world has ever seen, and they want to host the World Cup? Like, are you insane? Like, they're not going to be able to like properly get this already, which I don't think it's fair, but I understand. But of course, they don't say it in this like practical way of like, yes. I mean, like maybe a fair compromise would have been like give him till the next one, like give him to 66, give him a couple more years to like, really get it together so they don't feel rushed. But on the other side of it, the Chileans are like, dude, what are you talking? Like we just busted ass after the world's biggest earthquake to get this shit ready for you dickheads. What the hell?
I'm on Chile's side, dude.
Ungrateful.
Yeah.
And again, like I'm also on Chile's side in this instance. And so of course. And then so now the Chilean press is like, you hear what these assholes in Italy are saying about us? They think we can't do this. They think their shit doesn't stink. And guess what? We have had their espresso and it doesn't taste good.
And it's not strong at all. Come to California. Have our coffee.
Shit your pants. That's what we love.
Italian is just gonna just diarrhea everywhere. Sorry. Welcome back, Hannah. Picking fights with Italians, telling them they're going to get diarrhea in California. But hey, I'm not wrong.
Listen, we put ranch on pizza. We dip our pizza in ranch. Mm-hmm. Our coffee makes us shit our pants. Yeah.
And we are American, okay?
Yeah. I don't know what else. What is the other thing that Italians find egregious when they come to the States? I think ranch is the big one. That's the one.
The way we don't use like certain like oils to cook our pasta or something.
I mean, that's correct though. Extra virgin olive oil versus
correct.
regular olive oil. That's like, that's a bit of a.
It's not.
You're not meant to cook with extra virgin olive oil. That's for like dipping and putting on the sauce and stuff. Like that's why it's with, extra virgin. Stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about extra slutty olive oil?
Extra
That's what I'm going to cook with.
Whore olive oil.
I don't want a virgin olive oil. I want something with experience.
Gaping olive oil.
I want a gaping bottle of olive oil. That thing better be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway with that olive oil.
Exactly. Anyway, so the Italian press and the Chilean press, they start like going at it. By the way, I shouldn't say it's only the Italians. I think the Italians just are like are the most egregious. But of course, unsurprisingly, the Brits are also like, I don't know about all this.
Ooh, the land where no natural disasters happen.
Never, just their cuisine. So before anyone even sets foot in country,
that's the one natural disaster is the cuisine.
Anyway, so before anyone even sets foot in the country, there's already beef between Chile and Italy, right? Or I guess more specifically, like bistec alla pobre or bistecca alla Florentina, depending on who you're rooting for.
Did you look these up before you recorded? That's amazing.
Yes. And then some of the Italian press arrives in advance, right? Because they got to get there a little bit early to Chile. And there's these two dudes named Antonio Ghirardelli and Corrado Pisanellis, right? Forgive me if I've mispronounced their names, but
I just love Italian names. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, so this is just pure stereotype sounding name. Ghirardelli?
Corrado Pisanellis, I don't know. But they start writing their articles and sending them back from Santiago to the motherland. And let me tell you, wow. Okay. So this is sourced to a book that I couldn't find, but so it was referenced in another article. So I didn't read this personally, in the book, but this is allegedly sourced to a book. They said, quote, this is just an excerpt. The phones don't work. Taxis are as rare as faithful husbands. A cable to Europe costs an arm and a leg, and a letter takes 5 days to turn up. The population is prone to malnutrition, illiteracy, alcoholism, and poverty. Chile is small, proud, and a poor country. It has agreed to organize the World Cup in the same way as Mussolini agreed to send our Air Force to bomb London, parentheses, they didn't arrive. The capital city has 700 hotel beds. Entire neighborhoods are given over to open prostitution. This country and its people are proudly miserable and backwards. End quote. Just dear Lord.
Speechless. So much of that you just didn't need to say. Maybe the only thing you needed to say was there's not enough beds.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm sorry. Italy, get over yourselves. You just came back from being that same kind of okay, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. No. I'm not shushing you. I'm just being shh, damn.
I was
agreeing with you.
If I were Chile, I'd be like, those guys could set foot off the plane. I'm beating the crap out of them.
Guess what? Most Chileans are like, yes. They agree with you.
Also, we just had the worst earthquake on Earth.
Seriously. We still managed to get you think it was easy to get those 700 hotel beds ready and stadiums for your dumbass to come here and watch us?
Phones don't work. At least they're working a little. At least we can get messages out of here. Oh my, ugh.
Also, these things are always a boom to the economy, right? Having a World Cup is a big deal for Chile at this point. Anyway.
I'm so mad for Chile.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's so racist too.
Mm-hmm. Ew. But don't worry.
It gets worse. Does it get worse?
No. Those guys, Corrado and Antonio, they had to flee Chile.
Yeah, they did.
Because people were like, we're going to murder you.
Come to the Americas and you're going to find out. All right.
I'm sorry. You think if somebody wrote an article about Italy like that, the Italians, when any country you go to, you write shit like that, you should get chased out of that country.
Yeah, you
That's
will
disrespectful.
Get chased out of that country. That's part of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's World Cup. But they had to flee before playing even began. That's how bad Chileans were like, not in our house. Eat shit. And it was so bad that there's this Argentinian journalist who I guess a crowd thought was him, but was one of them. And he got the shit beat out of him. That's how bad it was. Anybody who even looked like these guys. Yeah.
Oh no.
So anyway, this is sort of the vibe. And of course, don't forget, half the stadiums are gone. So you can't have everybody go to every game now. So there's limited spots to get in.
Oh, so and now it's the stadiums.
Not just that, but they're just okay, I need to get into that stadium to let the Italian team know how I feel about Italy.
Huh. You're setting the stage, man.
Yeah. And the 8 games played over the first 2 days of the tournament featured 4 red cards. I guess not really red cards, but what they would have called red cards. So it's 4 people thrown out of the game, 3 broken legs, a fractured ankle, and some cracked ribs. So it's not just the Italians and the Chileans. Like I said, everybody is sort of going really hard at this game at this World Cup. Everyone's tense. They're going nuts. Like I said, I got to be clear. It's not just that these two. Everyone's going nuts.
We're not meaning to single out Italians.
No, that's just specifically what the story's about. But and then now you got tens of thousands of Chileans filling a stadium to support the team as they go head to head with against the Italians, and they're like, shit's gonna go down. And so much so that FIFA brought in an English referee named Ken Aston, who was well respected and pretty experienced. But even Ken, he couldn't rein this shit in. Okay.
I thought you were going to say Ken Allen for a minute, and I was like,
Ken
whoa.
Allen, the orangutan, he was brought in to help escape.
He helped the Italian journalist escape. That's his job.
Yeah. So right off the bat, there's this player. His name is Giorgio Farini. Obviously, he's the Italian. He got pissed at Honorino Landa, who's from the Chilean side. He felt that he was being targeted by Landa, and he straight up kicked the ball at him in front of the referee.
Just tried to like a missile. Just send it at
just
him.
straight up like on the playground as a kid. Just like eat shit, and you kick the ball at the kid that you don't like.
Right at their face. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's like a foul within the first like 15 seconds of the game. Then this guy kicks a ball at this guy's face. And I think, okay, so there's a lot of different articles about this and they keep changing it. But some people say it's within the first 4 minutes or they say it's in the first 12 minutes. I'm not sure. But basically within the first, let's just average it out. Let's say 6, 7, 8 minutes of the game. Giorgio Farini, he's thrown out. They straight up just kick him out of the game. Right?
Wow.
But Farini,
wow.
He's the stubborn bastard. And he's like, I'm not leaving. He refuses to leave the field.
Oh, okay.
And now everyone's arguing and like Ken's doing his best to get Farini off the field. And they're like, whatever, like trying to control the crowd. People are going crazy. People are spitting at each other. Like I said earlier, remember they come on, and they start spitting. So it's like right out the gate, right?
Oh, spitting is such like one of those things where it's like, you're going to kill me, aren't you? Like that, like spitting is hateful, in my opinion.
It is really hateful.
Where it's
I
like,
agree.
you're spitting at me? That's like...
I think it's illegal to spit at somebody. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
I don't think you're allowed to, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I
funny,
think you
like
either
growing
get arrested or fined or something.
My brother and I would just beat the crap out of each other growing up. But we had rules. One of them was you couldn't spit at each other. That was one of our rules. But everything else was fine.
So anyway, there's this big kerfuffle. Ken's trying to keep all this shit in order. And then while this is happening, one of the Chileans, his name is Lionel Sanchez. He is the son of a professional boxer. And he starts exchanging words with Italy's captain, Humberto Mascio, right? And Sanchez hits him with a left hook and fully breaks his nose.
Just wait, what were they talking about? He just walked up there and hit him?
Well, they're arguing. Everyone's like, oh, what are you doing? Like, this is the wrong call. It's soccer, right? Everyone's like, oh, what kind of call is this? The refs arguing. Are stupid.
Oh,
everyone comes out like all like ready to fight.
Breaks his nose?
Straight up, son of a boxer, just bam.
Wow. I mean, I'm not trying to take sides, but
then
just decked Humberto.
Straight up decked him. Sanchez took another swing at a guy named Mario David. Hits that guy. One. Yeah. And remember, the ref is already trying to figure out this other dude who refuses to leave.
Oh,
and they're just like, what's going on? Yeah. So he doesn't see this, right? Because his back is turned and like there's so much of like chaos happening that like the crowd and the TV and like everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, whoa. So then this is getting people more and more angry because they're just like, he just clocked this dude.
Oh, and they're just trying to shove as much of this in as they could while he's turned his back on the other guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Eventually, the police have to come onto the field to take Farini away. This is less than like 12 minutes into the game. There's already a police escort to just be like, you need to leave.
Escort, a broken nose.
Yes, a punch and spitting.
Yeah. Wow.
And then, of course, everyone in the stands is like, hell yeah, punch those dickheads. But also the Chileans, they're getting away with murder.
Yeah.
And later, Mario David was looking for revenge on Sanchez because he hit him. And so he straight up high kicked his throat.
What?
Like a karate, just
okay. I pictured like
a high kick
dancer, like woo. Wow.
That's kind of what it was. No, that's what it was. Like, into the throat.
Is there footage of this? Like, can I see this?
You know what? I didn't check to see how much of the footage there is. There are clips.
A foot to someone's throat, because that's insane.
There's like news bits and stuff. But I don't know if the full game is on there. I would have to get back to you on that.
So the Mario was the one who throat kicked somebody?
Yes.
He
throat kicked the boxer. Or the son of a boxer, I should say. Yeah. So the boxer hit two people. Sanchez punched the captain, and he also punched Mario. And then Mario came back and throat kicked him after the other guy who kicked the ball in the face of the first dude had to get police escorted off the field.
We're so stupid. Humans are just a bunch of dumb apes.
Yeah.
Kicking a ball around. Incredible.
And so the score is 0-0, right? By halftime.
Okay. Yeah, naturally.
So when they come back, Italy is now down to 9 players, which there's 11, right? Normally. So like they're down 2.
9?
Because 2 of them got
have,
kicked
like,
out.
Backup? Is that not how it works?
Well, no, because
in
it's like when you got kicked out, they're not supposed to like replace, because then it doesn't matter, because then it's like, oh, whatever. So like, no, these people just straight up got kicked out of the game. They're like, you guys are down by 2.
Oh, no.
Eventually, it's like in the last few minutes of the game, Chile scores not 1, but 2 goals.
I bet the crowd was frothing and insane.
Yeah.
What a
And they come out the winner.
Of course.
So everyone's spitting, fighting, kicking, punching, bloody
if the Italians
noses.
had won, there would have been murder.
There would have been a riot for sure.
Yeah. So
100%.
they got to 2-0. So it's 2-0. Chile
2-0. They come out. So most of this ends up happening in the first chunk of the game, is like where all this fighting happens, and then people are like, "Oh, we're not going to be able to play this game if we don't step up." So broken nose, punch in the face, kick in the throat, ball kicked in the face, spitting.
That's insane. Was there like blood? Was it like bloody? Because I'm assuming like you break the nose, it just bleeds. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's blood everywhere, and there's like punching and fight. Like it's like we always say this, right? It's like the Looney Tunes giant puff. The giant cloud of dirt. It's like that for the first like 40 minutes of the game, essentially.
But then they're like kind of step it up in the second half. Okay.
Yeah, and then they actually played proper soccer for more or less by the back end of it. But basically, like Italy, they got to leave the field with their balls kind of tucked behind in shame. And so when this game is later broadcast in Europe, BBC broadcaster David Coleman famously introduced the game by saying, quote, "Good evening. The game you are about to see is the most stupid, appalling, disgusting, and disgraceful exhibition of football possibly in the history of the game."
But it's entertaining.
Super entertaining.
Oh man, that's fun.
And it kept so going. British, by the way, they basically. Well, I mean, like a lot of Italians were like banned from a lot of bars and restaurants in Chile. They were just like, "You're not welcome here. Like, you guys need to leave."
Just because they were Italian.
Yes.
Wow.
Ultimately, they didn't win the World Cup that year. I think Brazil does. But Chile eventually came in third in the tournament. Okay. And the Italians, Italy, they had to fly home in disgrace.
Were they dead last?
No, I mean, I'm not sure who was first or last, but I know that they didn't make it as far as they needed to win. So they weren't even in the top 3.
Wow.
Ken Aston, the referee, he was later appointed to the FIFA Referees Committee, where he was responsible for several refereeing innovations, including a 4th official on the field. Because remember, he couldn't see anything, right? He's just like, oh, I'm dealing with these, and like I got my 2 assistants or whatever. Yeah, so now they have 4. I don't even know how many they have now, but
more.
That was because of him. And then later, when he was reflecting on the Battle of Santiago, Ken remarked, quote, "I wasn't reffing a football match. I was acting as an umpire in military maneuvers." But his most famous contribution came a few years later. Quote, "As I drove down Kensington High Street, the traffic light turned red. I thought, yellow, take it easy. Red, stop, you're off." Ken successfully lobbied for the inclusion of yellow and red cards to the World Cup as a way to skirt the whole having to talk players off the ledge, right? It's very quick. It's very readable. The crowd can follow what's going on. It's kind of like, when they do the yellow card or they do the red card, people try to argue, but it's kind of like definitive, right?
No, it's like this is it. Yeah.
This is it.
Wow. And it worked because it's like a universal color thing all over the world, I'm assuming.
Exactly, yeah. And yellow and red cards were introduced at the 1970 World Cup in Mexico and have since become a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's a huge part of the game. Wow. All because some guy got throat kicked and nose broken. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I get it. If someone writes a bunch of slander about me and my people in the paper, someone's getting their nose broken.
I agree. Anyway,
that's incredible.
That is my tab on the Battle of Santiago. I had a lot of fun learning about all the crazy shit leading up to it. None of it surprises me, honestly. It seems like
no. Has there been any other things that have been close to that in any other World Cups since?
As far as being like that violent?
Or have they kind of kept it like...
I couldn't tell you. I think that one was the one that's sort of seen as the most infamous as far as like all the stuff happening directly on the field with like multiple different examples, right? Or instances of it. But I don't know. There's definitely plenty of like, list stuff of like, top 10 crazy moments
Craziest
in World Cup crap that you can go look up for sure.
I want to find an actual like recording, like a video of that game if there is one.
There is some video. I don't know how much of it
Yeah.
actually shows the. I'm a script writer, so I didn't even think to go look at the video because I was like, I can't show this. I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't look it up.
Smart. Also, this is a podcast, mostly auditory. Audio.
Audio.
How do you want to close the tab?
What do you think? Should it be a ball getting kicked into someone's face?
Yeah,
Should
it kind of would be nice to like throat
a
kick
punch?
the tab.
Throat kick would be great. I don't even know
How
what a
would
throat.
that-
I guess it's like.
Like a yeah.
I guess okay. I think you should make the noise, and then Alyssa can throw in
like
the sound of the ball getting kicked, maybe.
Okay. I'll make the noise.
But you make the noise. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull up my tabs. I gotta close
You
them.
want to count it down, or do you want me to? You count it down because it's your tab.
No, you have to count it down for me.
Oh, you're right.
You count it down, and then I close it.
Ooh, right. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Now it's time for listener mail. Okay, so our listener mail today is a voice memo from Maggie from Juneau, Alaska.
Juneau.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Dear Tabbies, Maggie from Juneau, Alaska here. I recently took a trip to New York City for my cousin's graduation from my alma mater, and I figured as long as I'm here, I might as well see a show. Cue me watching Cats the Jellicle Ball, thinking of our dearest Kaveh. I started listening to musical explaining right as I got kicked out of my dorm due to COVID, meaning I did a 20-plus hour musical explaining marathon as I packed my dorm and flew all the way back to Alaska.
That's a lot of
And
coffee.
it kept me sane over the next school year as I sat in my childhood bedroom, completing my degree to be a high school math and drama teacher. And I'm very pleased to say I have since upgraded to actually teaching, helping to revitalize a drama program that all but died during COVID, and listening to 500 open tabs while grading math tests.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd give you a Cats fact just for the memories. As everyone knows, cats are most promiscuous. So if Kaveh had happened to glance into the trash can of the Winter Garden Theater, he would have seen sheaths and sheaths of condoms. Cats was the first Broadway show to experiment with condom use. For technical reasons. And it has disposed of nearly 49,000 condoms. They say they were used to protect body microphone receivers from perspiration and not for sex, but you really never know with theater kids. And of course, while I'm sure Kaveh has sworn off ever seeing another version of Cats, the Jellicle Ball was actually incredible. It accomplished the Herculean task of giving cats a plot. They set it in the New York ballroom culture scene with updated fashion, dance, house music, DJ, and everything. And it's also partnered with a plethora of Black and queer arts organizations to help amplify marginalized voices and serve these communities. It was so much fun, and I think Kaveh might actually kind of be able to tolerate it, maybe? Question mark?
Bold assumption.
I guess that's yet to be seen. But until then, I'll see you at the Soviet pool party where we will all keep it Josie. Maggie.
Man, you think you can handle watching another version of Cats?
It's funny. I don't know if I should bring it up, but I was dabbling in doing something about the old ballroom scene specifically. I was reading about it, and I was like, "Is this a tab?" So I was like, "I'm kind of interested."
Yeah.
I kind of think that if it's right, I was like, I don't know, maybe I have had this open for a while of something that I wanted to try and do it. So I'm very curious about it, and it seems like Cats in that context seems like it would be way more appropriate.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like it's taking itself seriously, and it's meant to be just sort of like absurd and fun and like kind of celebratory. So I'm like, they're not wrong in assuming that like I would think this is a cooler version of Cats than actually having to see Cats proper. Although I will say, I famously by the end of musical spinning was like, at least I can remember all the melodies from Cats because like the songs are all so damn catchy.
They are really catchy. Memories is really good. I like it. If I have to watch it though, man, it's rough. But maybe
that's really cool though. I like that.
Yeah. I like that there's like some meaning behind it instead of like a
exactly.
Coke-fueled Andrew Lloyd Webber production.
Yeah.
based
Giving
on
people
what
a
was it?
place to like sort of cheer themselves on and like,
Yeah.
find community. I like all that
The
stuff for
condom
sure.
thing was fascinating.
Oh, right. I got confused. I got sidetracked by I forgot about the condom
Yeah.
thing too altogether. But like, yeah, it's true.
People have I mean, maybe, I'm sure they have put them on too. Like, oh, it'd be funny if on their cats have those corkscrew dicks, right? Those
Were they corkscrew
What is
condoms?
it? No, no. Cats have the like not fanged, but like the
Fangs?
not fanged. Sorry, you know what I'm talking about? Cats.
No,
cat dicks.
I don't
are
look
weird
at cat
and, like,
genitals like you. I'm not
evil.
a
I don't
freak.
either.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
you know
don't
way too much
shame
about
me
cat
on the
dicks.
podcast. Yeah, because
Yeah.
my cat just sits there and licks his butthole while he has his legs splayed open, and I'm like, great. Don't like seeing your little balls, but no, they had to make specific for cat the corkscrew cat dick.
I thought ducks had the corkscrew dick, or they also
do.
have
I can't
the
remember
corkscrew
the
dick.
word for the cat one.
It's corkscrew dick.
Barbed.
Barbed wire.
Cats have like their dicks have like things that catch so that they don't. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm talking about cat dicks now.
Fascinating.
So,
Yeah.
Kaveh, thank you for your
If you
tab.
like learning more about cat dicks,
go watch Cats the
did you say
musical. or
Kaveh?
whatever.
Thanks for your tab. It was Maggie.
Thanks for your tab. And then I was going to say, Maggie, thank you for the one you wrote in. It was a fun episode. I'm glad to be back. And I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con at the end of July in Artist Alley. Same table as last year, BB1.
BBL.
BBL. I'm going to be
BBLs.
giving them for free. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nixon and his BBL. And next week, you guys, is Kumatab. So come ready.
Oh, right.
To,
I feel like it
hear
snuck up.
I know. You're telling me.
Yeah.
So yeah, come ready for
I don't
some
know what I've been
nonsense.
distracted by this whole year and forgot that Kumatab's coming. It's like I had something else on my mind. It's really odd.
It's like the whole world was falling apart in front of our faces. And then
Yeah.
Yeah, you should really focus more on what's important.
Yeah, which is Kumatab. If you guys enjoyed this episode, or you you have friends that like World Cup soccer or fighting, if you've got a Chilean friend, if you've got Italian friends, if you've throat kicked somebody on a soccer field, they're wearing cleats, by the way. Don't forget when you're doing a throat kick.
I did forget about that.
You're not wearing ballet flats. This is straight up cleats getting throat kicked.
This isn't Cats. This isn't Cats.
Yeah, this isn't Cats. Cats throat kicking each other with a corkscrew condom on. Please send them this episode. Share it.
And if you want to support us financially, which we would greatly appreciate, we have a Patreon, and we will. There's a bunch of extra stuff there. There's early episodes. There's extra not content, extra things.
Outtakes. Cut scenes. Cut sections of the episode.
Things we can't talk about on YouTube or whatever.
Terrestrial YouTube.
Yeah. And if you want to follow me, I'm at Hannah Hillam on everything, and Kaveh is.
I'm Permafriends on Instagram and Kaveh Taharian on Blue Sky. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Keep the people of Iran in your hearts, even though there's allegedly a deal, but that hasn't made anything better.
I don't. Yeah.
No,
I want to know what hot Iranian football player walked into that room and convinced Trump to sign a paper, because that's literally the only. Because remember when Mamdani, he was like just taken with him?
Oh my God. Yeah, he was like quivering when he saw.
Dude, they brought in they brought somebody cowed him that way.
Actually, no, nobody came in, because the Iranian soccer team, as of this recording, is not allowed to even stay in the States. They have to come up and play, and then they fly back to Mexico. So shout out Mexico.
So
Mexicans and Iranians coming together, not just in this house, which is also the case. I do. My wife's Mexican. So
I know.
Thank you, Mexico, for hosting the Iranian team.
The tolerant people that I wish we were. So
yeah.
And
yeah, can you imagine?
I'll see you
anyway, that's a whole other thing. Yes. I'll see you at the World Cup Dickie Nixie finale game. I don't know.
Garbage can full of condoms.
The Richard Nixon throat kick cleat finale.
Ooh, yeah. I'll see you at the Richard Nixon BBL booth. Throat kick finale. Condom garbage.
Finale. I'm Hannah. I'm British. Finale. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys.
Finale? What did you say?
See you next week at the Kumatab. Hannah will finally admit that she's English.
I'll see you in the cellar. And we're going to fight. I'm going to throat kick you right into the cellar. Okay?
Into
Bye.
the basement. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye.